It's a great tool for us as athletes. I mean, if it's cold, we come in here, we can scrimmage in here, we can get ready for the season. It's something that not a lot of other schools in the country, probably no other schools in the country have, and it's a big thing we get to utilize throughout the winter.
In here, we can bring the whole team in here. We can do a full indoor scrimmage in here if it's raining, snowing, whatever. So, I mean, you never get to really take a day off or anything. It just makes you better all around because you're able to do everything you want to do outside and inside as well.
Everyone now has an indoor hitting building, but no one has a full-fledged infield that they can use for either BP, pitchers defense, infield defense. Again, even outfielders have done defense out there. The catchers put in a ton of time over there. So the field is really the meat and potatoes of everything, and that's kind of what separates it.
Been to a couple places in the SEC, and I know for a fact I don't have it, and willing to say we have the best facilities baseball-wise, and I mean any other sports too. You just look around campus, it's amazing.
You know, there's a lot of places now, especially in our league, you know, it's kind of an arms race, who's got what. Being at those places and touring the league, nobody's got this.
Throwing bullpens are great. I mean, it's good to be able to work on your stuff, but you never really know how good your stuff's working and how to execute your stuff and everything else unless you're facing live hitters.
I mean, after not seeing live pitching for 3 months, it's tough, but the earlier you get to do it, the better you are. And once season rolls around, everyone's almost in mid-season form. So it helps out a lot.
The first year of this building, we finished second in the SEC in fielding percentage, second only to Florida, I think, that year, who has great weather. We had awful weather that year. It was extremely wet, but our infielders were able to take 1 million ground balls in here because of this facility being built that particular year.
Clark Egan, who was here last year, Brian Anderson, James McCann, Zach Cox, they all come back, work out in here. So you get to kind of see what they do to prepare themselves for the season, and you can almost model yourself after it. And you get to learn how big leaguers work, essentially.
Them coming back is awesome because, I mean, you get to get their experiences too and learn from them as well. And, I mean, and they help every single one of us out, whether it's just because they're a pitcher. I mean, they can't help the hitters and teach them something that they need to learn how to battle against or something else. And it's big to be able to have them come back and help all of us.
Our players get to see those guys work and watch how those guys swing and talk to those guys and have conversations. Yesterday, Brian Anderson, who will be a big leaguer, was sitting down. He was done with his workout, but he was just hanging out, and all of our guys were bombarding him with questions about pro ball or, you know, fall instructional league that he went to. What would you do differently if you were here? And again, it's a culture thing, but also you know, a visual thing for our guys to be able to see how those guys are training and how they're operating.
To be able to have this nice indoor facility, be able to come back, work out, and get ready, especially when it's nice and cold, and sometimes we get snow and can't really go out on a field to get ready for the season. It makes it tough, but to have the Fowler facility and have all of this at our disposal, it helps a lot of the pro guys a lot.
One of our best freshmen we have on campus, literally, when he called and committed, said the #1 difference maker between us and another SEC school was this building.
I was in awe, honestly. I saw pictures of it and stuff online and stuff, and they're getting it built, and I was like, well, I mean, it looks pretty big. I mean, I was like, I've seen other indoors before, and I was like, I mean, we'll see. And I got up here, and I was shocked. I mean, just from everything to how the cages raise up and how the net around the field raises up to the mound to the whole just layout of it is just unbelievable.
It's great to be blue collar and be rocky in the mountains training, you know, in Siberia and all that stuff. But the bottom line is, with this generation, the nicer the area is that the guys have to operate in, the more they're going to be around. So I think our guys literally spend more time in here on their own because it's a comfortable environment. They like being in it.